Hello, I'm Perry Lacoste. Today, I will talk to you about the themes of academic knowledge and concern for the common good and the diversity of communities in my reflective point of view. Part 1. Application of knowledge. When the Professor McInerney was discussing with us how to work mutually with the community and not go in thinking with a savior mentality, I kind of knew what she was talking about from the teacher movies that I've seen, in which a white woman goes into a low-income inner city, mainly black and Latino community to teach at a high school. And she never really succeeds in doing that. But thinking that she will set them free of the issues of drugs, gangs, and poverty. By the way, since most public school teachers are white women, does this mean that art is imitating life? Maybe. When I stepped foot into the Vic Center, I knew that I was going to be teaching adults, which was a new experience that I had to get adjusted to. I felt like all of us had to get to know the community a little bit and participate in community engagement to know the staff and what they do and the goals of the school. We did community engaged teaching because it was part of the class, but we probably learned as much or more than the students we were teaching. We from St. Xavier were exposed to the students' culture, as they were Mexican immigrant women who were mostly stay-at-home moms. It took me a while to get out of the mindset of them going to work every day. I slowly came to the realization that I was exposed to mostly one way of life. But since they want their children to go to school and be successful like us from St. Xavier, I was able to relate to their lifestyles. Part 2. Civic identity. In terms of civic identity, I will first think of personal responsibility. As Americans, we are taught to follow laws, to vote, to show up to work on time, to give our job our all, etc., etc. Connecting this to our classes this past semester, I can relate this to campaigns that I've seen or heard of that aim to get Latinos/Hispanics to vote or to practice civic responsibility, such as the Voto Latino Power Summit that encourages Latino millennials to vote and believes that Latino issues are American issues and vice versa. I would think that it's good for Latinos of all ages to vote as well. Another subject is participatory and justice-oriented citizens. I don't think that we SXU students volunteering at the Vic Center at that time would necessarily be justice-oriented, at least in our manner of teaching the students. But our mindset, on the other hand, would be justice-oriented, or we could use materials and resources made for teachers who work with students who come from parts of the world with different social issues that are contrasting to ours in the U.S. We may not be able to change the government of their country of origin, but we can get to know and understand their government and ours as well to be better citizens. The type of citizen that I think I am is personally responsible. I would like to be a part of a sort of organization to care for people in need as a result of being in the class at the Barbara Vick Center. Part 3. Diversity of communities. The community that I spent time in this past semester was very immigration oriented, particularly for people of Hispanic origin. I could tell because most, if not all, of the staff at the Vic Center spoke Spanish to the parents who came in, and the school updates posted in the front lobby for the parents to see as they came to pick up their children were both in English and Spanish. Any help that the parents needed was not a problem for the staff because they were bilingual. I found that the classroom in which I was immersed was women-oriented, and that the curriculum that everyone from St. Xavier was was used to teach the class was centered around the lives of women immigrants from Mexico in particular. It was interesting to trying to make worksheets and activities about going to the store and saving money and about the body and health in relation to them. And the other concern that I feel the Vic Center was oriented towards dismantling is racism. When I got there, I felt a warm welcome, and I was very observant of how the school operated. The staff, including the teachers, was mostly made up of mostly women, but there were both black and Latino women working there, and I think a couple of white women too. I feel that I could work there and easily fit in and work and learn about the staff and the community. Well, it looks like this video has ended. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.